Welcome to another episode of Alan's Collection, and today I bring you part 2 of this TMNT 2-pack. And of course we have from ancient Japan and from the clan Chakahachi, Lord Chakahachi himself. So let's begin! NECA TMNT Part 2 of the Lotus and Chakahachi review. This is the ghost of Chakahachi. Let's begin! Okay guys, here we have the second part of the review for NECA Toon line 2-pack, Chakahachi and Lotus. And if you want to check out the outer box review for this figure, please check my Lotus Blossom review. I will leave the link on the description below. So once you have seen that, you can come back to this part, or if you want to skip that part, let's begin by reviewing the vanilla pose. Okay guys, here we have the vanilla pose. This is the ghost of Chakahachi sporting his samurai outfit, guys. What catches my eye is that beautifully painted and sculpted chongmage, which is the ponytail. Looks like it's floating, but it's just part of his hair, guys. The fact that they painted Chakahachi's skin color blue, it is a cool way of distinguishing the living from the dead. This figure gives me, at least the facial expression gives me a sense of spookiness. I very much like how they have sculpted the nose, though it's looks a bit big, but really nicely sculpted. The nose, the cheeks, and the awesome eyebrows. Really big black eyebrows. Really cool. And of course the awesome yellow eyes, which look very deep and menacing, guys. Moving on to the torso. I very much like, and I think it's interesting, that there are some parts of the figure where they showcase the robes, the kamishino, which is under the armor of the samurai. The kamishino is really nicely portrayed there, but those suspenders are part of the armor, the same as the skirt that we see there. Really cool. And of course on the arms you see one arm without any guards, without any arm guards, and on the left arm you can see the arm guard, part of the arm guards. It seems like they really portrayed really well this character, as it is a ghost. He might have died in battle. In the battle he lost part of his armor, was probably buried with only part of his samurai armor. I think they really put a lot of creativity in portraying this character as a ghost, so I really very much like it. So still talking about the torso, I very much like the blue color, the blue accents on the upper torso. And of course the arms, as I said, one is without arm guard and the other one is with the arm guard, and really keeping the nice bluish, greenish accent. More of a blue tone there, really cool. And of course the skirt painted in black and brown, really cool. The back pants true to a samurai, baggy upper part of the legs, really cool. And of course the shin guard, really cool there. And of course the traditional sandals, as you see there, really cool. So all in all, I think it's a brilliant figure. Very nicely sculpted, guys. So it's a cool figure, guys. Now let's move to articulation, guys. As you can see, the head moves a little bit down, a little bit up, not much. You can move it to the left, move it to the right a little bit. Don't want to force it. You can tilt to the left and you can tilt to the right. Head wobbles a little bit, as you can see here. Let's move to the torso, guys. As you can see, you can barely move the torso. You cannot move it that much. And let's try to move it to the left. No, it doesn't. It has something that is pulling the figure towards me. But let's check out the arm articulation. As you can see, it moves forward. The arm moves forward. The arm moves backward. And as you can see, the arm moves out. The arm goes out, guys. Now here on the shoulder, as you can see, it can move, you can rotate. I don't want to rotate it completely. You can see there's some rotation there. Moving to the elbow, I have a double jointed elbow. As you can see here, you can flex the elbow quite nicely. And back again. And moving down to the hand, you can rotate the wrist completely. And it seems that there is a swivel there, but because of how the arm is sculpted, it doesn't give me much room to move it. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Moving on to leg articulation, guys. Because of the skirt, as you can see, it doesn't move much up. It doesn't move much backwards. And it doesn't move much sideways either. The leg doesn't move out either. Now there is, as you can see here, let's see if I'll try to put the knee on the light. You can see there's a double jointed knee here. It moves a little bit, not much. And then we can move to the foot articulation. There's a nice rocker there. And also it has a swivel. You can move the feet up and down again. So that's it for articulation, guys. Now let's check out the accessories. Okay guys, let's check now the accessories for the Ghost of Chakahachi. First, we have the interchangeable hands, nicely painted in blue, guys. And starting with the relaxed hands, where you can appreciate the nicely sculpted details in the fingers and also the nails. Then we have the gripping hands, to be used for holding the wakizashi or the long sword, guys. And then we have the weapons of Chakahachi. First we have here the long sword. And then we have the sheath of the long sword, nicely painted in black and yellow on the end here. Next we have the wakizashi or the short sword, guys, with its respective sheath as well. Very nicely sculpted, painted as well in black and yellow. So both swords and sheaths go on the loops of Chakahachi's belt. Next we have the power effects of Chakahachi, guys. They're nicely sculpted and are cast in translucent pink. So here we get a ball effect, a fire comes out of the hand, and a blasting effect that goes attached into Chakahachi's arm, guys. So that's it, guys. Those are the accessories for Chakahachi. The Ghost of Chakahachi had his only appearance in the show in the episode Farewell Lotus Blossom. In life, Chakahachi was a powerful sorcerer from feudal Japan. After he died, he was concealed in a massive urn with a magical pearl in it. It was a tense episode because you knew if that urn was broken, something evil would happen. Bebop and Rocksteady, which eventually broke the urn, Lord Chakahachi came out, seeking for his long-lost wife. So he used his power to turn New York City buildings into feudal Japan. Lotus Blossom had the spirit of his wife inside her. So in the end, that spirit comes out of Lotus Blossom, and thus they return to the urn happily ever after. So, thank you very much guys for watching. Do not forget to subscribe and give a like. And I'll see you next on Alan's Collection. NECA TMNT Ghost of Tsushima. Let's begin.